These are the 5 most common mistakes which I have seen, also very harmful mistakes which I have seen international students make before they land in United States year over year, and I hope after watching this video you don't make these mistakes. Let's go. Number 1 is time management. Now you might think that I am pretty good with my time management. You might be good with your time management in India or your home country because there's a lot of things in your favor, which means that you don't have to cook your own food, you don't have to cook your breakfast, your chores are getting done, you don't have to wash dishes, laundry, your bills are getting paid, you don't have to worry about the rent, you don't have to worry about getting a job or any of that things. All you have to do is study and get good grades. That's easy while you have people taking care of you while you are in India or your home country. The game entirely changes when you land in United States because one, you have to get used to the culture, environment, the weather, and then you have to do all of these chores by yourself. Plus you also have to figure out how to find on-campus job, how to also do assignments, how to get used to the education system, how to also find internship and all of that. So you will have so many things and you will feel overwhelmed, and because of that you will not be able to track your time and not manage time properly, and because of that you might not be able to focus on the right things at the right time. And here's the solution for fixing that. Number 1 is use a calendar app. Whether you use Google, Apple, Microsoft, doesn't matter. Get a calendar app and start blocking times. If you're not used to it, then start doing it. I even track my sleeping time. So I sleep at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I wake up at 4. I have a block in my calendar that I'm going to be sleeping in this time. I'm going to be doing gym in this time. I'm going to be filming the video. I'm going to be meeting the people. Even if I'm going out on a date with my wife, I am going to put that down that we are going out doing this. We are going on a vacation. We are going for watching movie. Every single thing I have blocked it out. And I say this a lot that if it's not on my calendar, that means it's not happening. So that means everything I'm doing has to happen on my calendar, and that's how I track my time. And another tip to time management is prioritizing your projects. You will have lots and lots of things to do, so list down everything you have to do and then figure out what is the most important and what's going to give you the best ROI. I'm going to make a separate video on how to manage your time as a student, so stay tuned for that. Let's go to number 2 mistake, not understanding internship timeline. Here's the beautiful timeline. Yes, this is the timeline, and this is a hiring timeline for internship. So if you can see, you land in August, and then from September to November all the big tech companies do their hiring for internship for summer, which means you land and you have to start applying, and if you're not ready then you already miss out on the big tech companies. Obviously there's still hiring happening in January to March, but those are mid-size companies, small-size company, but you want to capture all of it in the September to November timeline. And because you don't understand this timeline, you are not prepared on getting the internship, you're not prepared with your profile, resume and all of that, you miss out on this big opportunity, and then you're stressed and you're depressed that you didn't get any interview calls and all of that. So to fix this, I'm gonna recommend you 2 things. Number 1 is start working on your resume, your LinkedIn profile and your website or your portfolio. Number 2 is I'm going to do a detailed course on how to be internship and job ready before even you land in United States. So if you are interested, please let me know in the form below, because I need to know how many people are going to be there. So either I can do it on Zoom or I need to probably buy a different platform. I just need to know that, so that's why please fill out the form. Let's move on to the mistake number 3, not understanding the importance of credit history, credit score, also using Forex card instead of credit cards. Let me explain. All right, so a lot of the subscribers who came a year ago or a year and a half ago, they all graduated right now, they're enjoying their full-time job and they want to buy a car. Bought a car, someone just told me that they bought a car on 13% interest rate, which is crazy to me because when I bought my car, it was 0.99%, almost 1% interest rate. The difference is that I had a really good credit score and this person probably didn't have a great credit score. Of course, the market is also not that great, but you have to understand that entire US market works on credit system. So if you have a good credit history and a credit score, then you will be able to finance a lot of things. For example, MacBook. If you want to buy a MacBook, you can finance it through Apple. And if you have a good credit score, you don't have to pay any interest and all of that. If you want to buy a car or a home, you need to have a good credit history and a good credit score. Now, how do you get that? All right, so let's understand the difference between Forex card and a credit card. If you have a Forex card, it's basically a debit card which you fill in your money and then you swipe it. So it's not a credit card, so you're not generating any credit history. Plus there's a fees on transaction, withdrawal. Every time you go to an ATM and withdraw money, you have to pay some money. Every time you transact, there's an insurance fee and all of that. So Forex card is not really great. So you need to get a credit card. Now you're going to be like, all right, I'm not going to have a credit history. I don't have an SSN. How do I get a credit card? Well, that's where Zol, who's also sponsoring this video, comes in very, very handy. Zol is amazing at this. Zol offers two main products. One is US bank account and US credit card. Both of them you can get it while you are in India, before even you go to United States, which is mind-blowing. And the mind-blowing part of it is you don't need SSN. If you come to United States and you apply for a credit card, you will need an SSN. Most credit card companies will not give you. Also understand the credit history works. The way it works is like, all right, and register for electricity. The government or the PG&E company or the electricity company is giving you a credit. Use the electricity and then bill comes to you after 1 month of usage. So that's a credit given to you. And then when you pay that bill, that generates a credit history. Same for mobile bill, water bill, garbage bill, all of that. So every single time something is given to you as a credit, and then when you pay off, that generates a credit history and your credit score. Similarly, credit cards is also one of the ways that when you use the credit card, there is some amount of the credit card you have used, like $500, and then you have to pay back that $500. When you pay back, it seems that you are a loyal and you are a legitimate customer who will pay back on time. So your credit history keeps going good and then credit score keeps going high. And now because you can't get credit card, this is where Zol can help you, because you don't need SSN. You can get it while you are in India, which is amazing. And then you can get the digital card installed in your Apple phone or Android phone, and you can start using it as soon as you land. And then once you get to your apartment, you give them your physical address, they'll deliver you the card, and then you start using it. And they can give you the credit limit up to $5,000, which is mind-blowing. It's not your money. Zol is giving you that $5,000 to use it however you want it, and then you just have to pay back. And once you pay back, it generates the credit history. Also, Zol gives you 1% cash back on every single transaction you make. So if you go to buy grocery, pay your bill, every single time you make a transaction, you get 1% cash back on it. And there are specific brands where you can get up to 10% cash back, which is mind-blowing. Zol also offers US bank account, which you can have it open while you are in India. You can deposit the money, and which you can use it as soon as it lands for your living expenses, for your initial days. It is FDIC secure, so you don't have to worry about if the bank collapses, what happens to my money and all of that. So highly recommend you to check out my link and go and register for Zol credit card to build your credit history right now. Don't use Forex cards. Let's move on to the mistake number 4, which is not connecting to the right people at the right time. Now, you might have heard me saying this multiple times that networking is the key to getting a job in United States. So relationship building is very, very important. So I would highly recommend you to start building relationship with these 3 different groups of people. Number 1 is alumni. Yes, absolutely, you need to connect with them. There's a common thread. They are not stranger to you, because the common thread between you and alumni is the university you both went to. So they understand what you're going to go through. Plus they have a full-time job, so they can be a very good mentor for you. How do you connect? Very, very simple. After watching this video, go to LinkedIn, go to search bar, hit enter, then filter it with people, filter it with school, and put your school name, Northeastern University, and then all the people you are seeing, start connecting with them. Every single day you should be at least sending 20 to 30 connection requests, personalized invite. If you don't send them a 300 character message while you are sending the invitation, you are doing injustice to that connection request. More you send the invitation note, better result you will get. Let's connect to the next group of people, which is your seniors who are already studying right now, one step ahead of you. And here's why you need to connect with them. Number 1, they are going to tell you what courses to take, what courses to not to take, which professors to go, which professors not to go. They'll show you around the neighborhood. They can be really good guide in every single thing you do as soon as you land in your campus. After that, they are also going to be good help when you want to on-campus job. If they have an on-campus job and you have made a good connection, you might be the first one to get referral from them. They have RATA, GA job. Once they graduate, they will have already relationship with the professors, and if you have a relationship with your senior, you know how that works. So start connecting with your seniors. Now you will be sending all these connection requests to your alumni and seniors. When they respond, you want to start engaging in a meaningful conversation. Ask them questions about their journey, how did they got on whatsoever. Let's talk about the third group of people, which is your professors. Now don't send them LinkedIn request because they don't know you yet, but what you want to do is connect with them over the email. You have their email, and once you know, and here's why you want to connect with them. They are probably wanting to hire TA, RA, all those positions for the fall semesters, because the people who they have graduated hopefully, and those are vacant positions, and they they need someone. So if you are the one who reaches out to them, will most likely get it. I have made several videos. I'm gonna link some of those videos in the description. Go and watch it. How did they reach out to them? Exactly what did they say to the professors, and how did they got TA, RA, GA positions even before they landed in United States, which is mind blowing. So you're missing out on the opportunity, and this is the mistake I've seen people not utilizing this opportunity. Thing number 5 is not having a career role clarity. I've said this many times. When I was in India and I met with 2000 plus students in different cities, and when I met with them, here's one question I keep asking them: what is the job role you want to target? They tell me the career area, not the job role, which means they'll tell me I want to do something tech and management, but it can be business analyst or so and so. No, I want you to be super clear. Like, whether it is business analyst, is it data analyst, is it product management, project management, program management, software engineer, DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, solutions architect, whatsoever. Have that clarity. It can be 2-3 roles which you might want to target, which is fine, because if you have clarity, then you can focus on preparing your profile, which we talked about in mistake number 2 on the internship timeline, correctly to target that job role. If you don't have the clarity that I don't know what I really want to do, then you don't know where you're going. Just like if you go to Google Maps and you say, I want to go somewhere where there's a beach, Google is gonna be like, I don't know, bro, where do you really want to go? But if you are like very clear that, all right, I want to go to Venice Beach in Los Angeles, now you have exactly directions on how to get it through flight, train, bus, etc. But if you don't know your destination, you don't know how to build your profile to get to that role. Does that make sense? Now, how do you get to know what role you want to target to? You have a rough idea that these are 5-6 roles I want to get into. Now, you talk to your alumni, they have connected. I've made several videos on different roles. Watch those videos, understand the skills required for those videos, then build those skills by creating projects which will help you get those skills. Right now is the perfect time before you fly into United States, because once you are here, won't have enough time. All right, I know I covered a lot of things. It probably is overwhelming. There's few more things which I want to cover, but I'm going to stop it right here and make a separate video. So please come back, subscribe. And there's 2 things I'll remind you. One is cohort. If you're interested, we'll go much more deeper in this area and topic. Fill the form. And number 2 is Solve credit card. Don't forget to start your credit history before you go to United States. And if you enjoyed this video, I guarantee you want to watch this video, which is roadmap of getting the tech internship. It is entirely planned pipeline on how you will get internship. And you watch that video, you also want to watch this video, the Google employee, which tells you how to connect with hiring managers. Please watch. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep smiling and keep hustling. You gotta hustle every single day.